and a very good evening to you, the good people of YouTube. Hope you're feeling grand and always well in your world, and I certainly hope you're feeling better than I do today. And I feel funny and a bit naff because of this thing on my right side. So, and that's what this video is all about, because I am in a quandary over what to do with this thing here. So, this thing here on my right side is a vintage MR GT. It's a new guitar that Vintage have bought out. It's a Goldtop Les Paul. So when I first saw it, my favourite Les Pauls in the world are Goldtops. I just adore Goldtops so much. They're my favourite colour Les Paul. I love them so much. So when I saw this thing, I was like, I need to have that. But when it arrived, it was rubbish. It played great and it sounded great out of the box. But the entire guitar was just unfinished. There was rough bits on the wood. The finish was bad. In certain places around here and around there, the clear coat had reacted to the gold and bubbled. There was actually bubbles. They're kind of still there, but I'll talk about what I've done in a bit. But the finish had bubbled. The nut was proud of the neck. So basically, what I mean by that is on the low E side, the nut hung over the side of the neck by 1.5 millimeters, and on the treble side, it hung over by about 1 millimeter. The finish was bad. It was like a matte satin finish, and it was just bad. The relic wasn't great. It's a relic, by the way. I didn't. Yeah, I re-reliced it, but it was a relic to start with. But it was just a mess, and it was unfinished, and it stunk of being unfinished as well. Like, the whole guitar was just like, I'm unfinished. I shouldn't have left the factory. I'm not done. It was literally a chicken that's been put in the oven for 5 minutes. It was totally unfinished. Sorry. It was really undercooked. Yeah. It shouldn't have passed quality control, and the fact that it did makes me look towards Vintage and go, why did this guitar get let out? This guitar should have never left the factory with the nut being like that, the finish bubbled up like that, certain other things about it, the nut as well. The nut slots were whoever had cut the nut slots had left it's a new bone nut. So all the dust and all the material that they'd cut out the nut was still in the nut under the strings, and it was binding the strings. So when I tuned the guitar, the strings couldn't move properly, so you'd never get it. It kept falling out of tune. So the nut was terrible. The finish was bad. Fit and finish and the fretwork was brilliant, but everything else was bad. And it just felt bad as well. Like, the whole guitar felt bad from the get. Well, actually, from the get-go, I had the wow factor, so I thought it was like the best thing in the world. And then, funny enough, the unboxing video I did on it, I'm not sure if I'm going to release it or not. I'm very undecided on what I'm doing with that video. But because you can see me get the wow factor from the start, and then as the video progresses, I get more and more upset and angry and depressed at the guitar, and then start to realise what's wrong with it, because there's so many things wrong with it. So it was just bad. It was just unfinished. It shouldn't have passed quality control. No way should this guitar ever left the factory. This was an unfinished guitar in every shape of that word. Just not good enough. It was not good enough. I would really question who's looking at the quality control in Vintage if that can get out, because that was just stupid. The nut was so sharp here that I didn't cut my thumb, but I had a gouge in my thumb. I accidentally caught it during the video. I didn't notice till later on that it actually kind of like scraped like into the skin of my finger. It didn't draw blood, but it still scraped. It was that sharp. It cut into my finger. And I was thinking, like, if this was your first guitar, or like, if you had bought this like I did and you're excited about it, God Almighty, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to send it back. I thought, no, there's beauty in this ugly duckling somewhere. I've just got to find it. I've got to work for it, basically. Anyway, but But I was like, in all fairness, looking back now, I should have just sent the thing back before I decided to try and basically finish the guitar. As you can tell, I'm not particularly happy with it. But yeah, so I was like, no, I'm going to finish the guitar. If Vintage aren't going to finish their guitar, then I bloody will. So I set about finishing the guitar. I had the whole thing apart. The strings were rusty. The guitar came with, they were all corroded. They were dead. It was just bad. The finish was crap. It was crap. I'm sorry, but it was just crap. Like I said, how it got through quality control, I don't know. But anyway, I took the whole thing apart and I sanded the whole thing down. Got rid of as much of the rough bits of wood as I could. I got rid of as much of the bubbling in the finish that I could. Sanded the nut down so it's actually nice and smooth on each side and actually flush with the neck, and got rid of all the sharp edges and just polished it and got it nice and neat. It was so dirty as well. It was just, somebody had just gone, that'll do. And that was whoever made this guitar, whenever this guitar was made, the philosophy on this guitar was, that'll do. That's what this guitar felt like. It didn't feel loved or cared about. This is a Friday afternoon guitar where I just want to go home now, so that'll do. And so I wasn't impressed. So anyway, I took the whole thing apart, sanded the body down, sanded the neck down, sanded the headstock, redid the whole guitar, buffed up the finish to a kind of, not a high gloss, but like a nitrocellulose gloss. I didn't want it to go high gloss, but I buffed up the finish to like, so it actually shines. Excuse me. Then I re-reliced it, because the relic it came with just looked naff, if I'm being honest. It didn't look very good. So I just redid the whole guitar. I had the metalwork off. I reliced the metalwork. I did the bridge, the tailpiece. I did the pickup covers. I reliced the poker chip. I've actually changed the machine heads to different. It came with Grovers though. I mean, they come with Grovers, so you get good machine heads. But I changed them to the tulip style Grovers because I like them on Goldtops more. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So basically, I over a period of 5 days, I finished the guitar to where it is now. So let me show you quickly where we are here. So, like I say, if I hold it up to the light, you can kind of see it's shiny, but it's not like it's not high gloss. You know what I mean? It looks like a nitrocellulose finish to me. You know what I mean? Where you can kind of see in it, but it's kind of like foggy. It's kind of hazy. It's like it's not super shiny, but it's still got a shine to it. And I re-reliced it as well, so I put all the dints and dents in it, and I added extra arm wear, because initially the only arm wear was like this little bit here, and I added a bit more here, which is basically where I play. Basically, this is where it would wear away if I would have been playing it for whatever. You kind of. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but no, you won't. But the bubbling is still kind of there under here, but you can't really see it. I managed to get it quite flat, but I couldn't get rid of it all. So that's the front, and I'm really, really happy with it. And I'll tell you what, Vintage have absolutely nailed the gold though, because in certain lights this thing goes kind of like greeny, which is what Goldtops do. The initial Goldtops from the 50s in certain lights kind of have a greenish tinge to them because of what they put in the gold, and they've nailed that. And that's a really hard thing to do, to get the gold right on these guitars. But Vintage have nailed that on this. But that's neither here nor there if the guitar's not good. And it's a dark back as well, everybody. So we've got more relicing on the bottom here. There's a rough bit there, which I basically turned into relic. That wasn't reliced. That was just rough and gnarly. You can kind of see it there. There you go. You can kind of see it there. That's what it was like when I got it. So totally unfinished, really rough and nasty. I actually got a splinter off this bit the day I got this. Before I started doing it, I actually got a splinter off that part there. Wasn't particularly very nice. There was another bit on this top bout here, again, which I've turned into a bit of a relic now there, which again, it was really, really rough and naff. This is the back, again, polished up to kind of like not super high gloss, but you can kind of see. And I added the bodywear in there. I mean, I'm terrible at relicking. I'm not very good at relicking guitars at all, but I like this a lot more than it was. So I did that. Took all the finish off the neck because the lacquer was so rough on the neck. It was like, it wasn't sticky, but it was, because again, the whole guitar felt unfinished. Well, it was unfinished. It just didn't feel very good. You know what I mean? The neck didn't feel very good to play. And I sanded the headstock and buffed up the headstock as well. That wasn't shiny. And if I get it in the light, you can see all these pitting. It's like a teenager's face. You know, it's all pitted. And, you know, all I can surmise from that is it wasn't sanding sealed. You know what I mean? And the lacquer's just like sunk into the wood grain. And it just looks a mess. It just looks a mess. But I'm a lot happier with the way it looks now. But it took me 5 days to get it there. You know what I mean? But I shouldn't have had to do any of that. Like I said, this guitar should have never left the factory. And looking back now, I should have just sent the thing back and asked for a refund. You know what I mean? That's what I should have done. But I was like, no, I'm not going to give up on this guitar. You know, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna finish it. If Vintage won't, then I will. And that was stupid. And I wish I hadn't bothered, to be honest with you. Although, as much as I love it now, I wish I'd just sent the bloody thing back and asked for my money back. So anyway, here's my quandary, people of the tube. Is I need your help. What do I do with it? Because I have a bit of a aversion to it now because of the way it is. I love it, but I don't love it. You know what I mean? So, what would you do, people of the tube? What would you do in this situation? Because I don't really know what to do. Because I was an idiot and didn't just send the thing back and say this isn't good enough. You know, I want my money back. Which is what I should have done, and I know that, but I was determined to not give up on it, and I was like, no, I want a Goldtop. And I wanted a Goldtop so bad. I just was like, yes, I can do this, and you know, I got it to a point where, you know, if that came, I would have been so happy. You know what I mean? If this is the way the guitar came, then I'd have been like, yes, wicked, but it didn't, and because of the way it came, it kind of went. So, people of the tube, what do I do? I can't send it back now, obviously. And that's my own stupid fault. That's my fault. That's nothing to do with anybody but me. That's my own stupidity. But, do I keep it or do I sell it? That is the question at hand. Because I have a really bad vibe towards it. The guitar isn't full of bad vibes. I am towards it because of the way it came and the way it upset me when it came. So, I don't really know what to do. So, let me know, people of the tube, what you think. And also, I don't know what to do with the unboxing video. The unboxing video, I have it sat on my computer, but I don't know if I want to upload it or not. Because it's a very negative video, and I don't like doing negative videos. I don't like doing this one, but I just need help, and I don't, you know, and I want to ask you, and I trust your judgment out there. So, you know, I need your help, basically. Help me figure out what to do with this blooming thing here, because I'm not attached to it. In all fairness, I am very unattached to it. But could that change over time? I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's because of all the negativity that this has caused me, and like, you know, just like, oh, it's just so unfinished. You know what I mean? It's because of that kind of frustration that I'm kind of like, what do I do? So people of the tube, let me know what you would do, and just let me know what you think, because I really don't know. Half me wants to sell it, half me wants to keep it, but half me goes, you won't play it because it's just tainted, and then half of me goes, that half of me goes, give it to somebody who's going to actually play it and love it for what it is. You know what I mean? And just get it out of your life, so to say. You know, you don't have to think about it. You know, your Goldtop will come, basically, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, this isn't, you know, that part of me saying, don't worry, Dave, this isn't your Goldtop yet. Yours is somewhere in the future, but this isn't yours. But then there's another side of me that goes, stick with it, keep with it, you know, you might grow to love it and this, that and the other. But that's a bit of a gamble, you know. Anyway, I don't know. People of Tube, let me know what you think. Because the thing sounds great, plays great. Like I say, the fit and finish is brilliant. It's just that it was just so unfinished. All the effort. Well, there was no effort. there was the minimal amount of effort put into this guitar. This should not have left the factory. It really shouldn't. How it got through quality control and this got signed off, I will never know. With the nut hanging off the edges, the bubbling in the finish, I can imagine the strings weren't corroded when it was QC'd, but you know, the pitting in the headstock, you know, the really rough bits of wood that was sharp, you know, all these other bits and pieces. It's like, how did this get through bloody quality control? It just defies belief. I don't like doing negative vids, everybody, but I've got to do this one because I don't know what to do. You know, I really don't know what to do. I've hit a real dead end here. I really don't know what to do. So people of you, let me know in the comment section below what to do here, because I have no idea. Do I keep it or do I sell it? You know, do I sell it to somebody who's going to love it, or do I keep it and try to love it? That is basically it. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. The thing certainly sounds good, but I can't recommend them. I can't say go out and buy one because of this. I just can't. You know. And that annoys me. Massively, actually, to be honest with you. But anyway, let me know. Let me know what you think. And I will wait to hear what you think. And then I'll do a full video to this when I've decided of what to do with it and kind of mould it over with, you know, with your help as well. Like, you know, I'll just sit and think about it. Because as much as I love Goldtops, it's not worth keeping just because it's a Goldtop. You know what I mean? You know, if I'm not going to play it, it's not worth keeping just because I like the look of it. You know, because the thing is now, it covers all bases. It plays great, it feels great, it sounds great, it looks great, and then, you know, and that it's got everything. Now, it didn't have when I got it. The initial wow factor wore off really quick. And in the unboxing video, I don't know about that as well. People, let me know about people too. Let me know what to do with the unboxing video as well. Do you want to see it, or do you reckon it's best for me just to delete that as well? I mean, I don't, because it's a very negative. It's a very depressing video, to be honest with you. I mean, it really is. I mean, I got really down. You know, it really upset me how bad the guitar was. You know, but let me know if you want to see it. I'll upload it. But if not, you know, I'll put it in your hands. Let me know what you think. Because again, I don't like doing negative stuff. If it's normally negative, I just don't bother with it. But it's because I'm in such a quandary about this, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. I need help. You know, so I'm asking, you know, for your help because I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough talking about it. So it looks amazing, and I really do love the way it looks. It looks great. I love the way it shines because it's not high gloss, and it just looks great. It feels great. It plays great. It really sings. Pickups are just, they're a bit dark. They're not as bright as I would like them to be, but you know what I mean, it's not an issue. It still sounds good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It really, you know, it still sounds really good. But it's just not there. I'm not in it, and that's the problem, you know. And so some of the bits of the wood that I sanded and sanded and sanded, and some reason some of the bits of the wood I just couldn't get smooth. I just don't get it. I don't get why it was so rough. But I really like the way it looks. I mean, I'm especially proud of the back. I don't know why, I'm really proud of the back. I know by Relicking standards it's not, you know, people and make it an art form. I don't, but either way. But yeah. let me know. Let me know, people of the tube. Let me know what you think, because I'm really not happy with it. And I don't know what to do, and I don't know if to wait or not. You know. Let me know. Let me know what you think, people of the tube. And yeah, I'm sorry this video isn't a happier one. You know, I would love to do a video saying finally found my Goldtop, but I haven't. And it doesn't feel that way either. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like I found it. It doesn't feel that that's right. And that's kind of answered my question, but I want to know your opinion. I need others. I need your opinion as well. I can't just kind of go off that, because I've got so much hesitation in that. You know, I'm really split straight down the middle with it. Anyway, let me know, people of the tube, what you would do, and also let me know if you want to see the unboxing video. It's about 45 minutes. It's uncut as well. I didn't put a cut in, so what you see is what you get, kind of thing. So, you know, when the guitar came out, if that makes any sense. So, let me know what you think. You know, how that thing passed quality control, I'll never know. But anyway, thank you very much, anyway, people for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. I'll see you again very soon for number 1. Have a great morning, afternoon, good evening. And I do apologise for the negative nature of the video, but like I said, I just need help. I need your help. Let me know what to do, basically, because I don't know. So yeah, just help, you know, and give me some advice and some options, and I'll mull it over, and I'll do a follow-up video and let know what's going on. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'll see you again. Have a great morning, afternoon, good evening, and goodbye now. Why couldn't have you been good? That wasn't even English. Why couldn't you be good? That wasn't even better English, but anyway.